Welcome to the Texas Cannabis Collective Weekly Update for the week of November 19th, 2022. I'm Jesse Williams. The 88th Legislature of Texas will convene and begin on Tuesday, January 10th, 2023 at noon. Prefiling of legislation began on November 14th, 2022, the 140th and final day of the 88th regular legislative session, known as Sine. It will be May 29th, 2023. As of this recording, there have been 7 penalty reduction bills filed in the state legislature. 5 bills have been filed in the House and 2 have been filed in the Senate. 1 legalization bill and 1 joint resolution bill has been filed in the Senate by Senator Eckhart. A joint resolution is a legislative measure usable by both chambers of the Texas Legislature to propose amendments to the Texas Constitution. Each joint resolution requires a supermajority in both chambers of the legislature to be adopted. The joint resolution does not require action by the governor, though. Before becoming effective as an amendment to the Texas Constitution, the resolution must also be approved by the voters of Texas. Our next episode, episode 63 of the Lone Star Collective podcast, will cover the bills introduced so far and some possible plans for the upcoming legislative session for advocates to be involved as much as possible. Likes, subscribes, follows, and shares go a long way to helping others receive cannabis news updates. The Lone Star Collective and the Texas Cannabis Collective. You can also subscribe to our newsletter, txcannaco.com, and search for Lone Star Collective Podcast and Texas Cannabis Collective in your search engine to get updates about our show and weekly news. Texas CannaCo and its staff have also been nominated for several Texas Hemp Awards. You can visit the link in the podcast article to easily vote for the collective or visit texashempawards.com. Our news updates and podcasts are sponsored by Oak Cliff Cultivators. For more information, visit oakcliffcultivators.com. Support also comes from Thrive Apothecary. For more information on Thrive Apothecary, visit thrivetx.com. The Medical Marijuana and Cannabidiol Research Expansion Act passed the Senate by voice vote and is headed to President Biden's desk. The voice vote means that no tally was kept as to who voted for or against the bill. The legislation will encourage research on marijuana and its potential benefits by streamlining the application process for researchers and removing FDA barriers, according to Congressman Blumenauer. Research is a foundational element for cannabis policy, said Congressman Blumenauer, founder and co-chair of the Congressional Cannabis Caucus back in July when the bill passed the House. At a time when there are 4 million registered medical marijuana patients and many more likely to self-medicate, it is crucial that researchers are able to fully study the health benefits of cannabis. For too long, the federal government has stood in the way of science and progress, creating barriers for researchers obtaining resources and approval to study cannabis. This bipartisan bicameral legislation is an important first step to changing that. A big takeaway about the bill is that it features language stating that it shall not be a violation of the Controlled Substances Act for a state-licensed physician to discuss the currently known potential harms and benefits of marijuana derivatives, including cannabidiol, as a treatment with the legal guardian of the patient of the physician if the patient is a child or a legal adult. The bill has not come forward without criticisms, though. Attorney Shane Pennington noted that in some instances, the barriers to research have been increased and elaborated further on this concept outside of this article and with his own article on the Texas Cannabis Collective LinkedIn post comments where we had posted up earlier this week. That will do it for this week in cannabis news here at the Texas Cannabis Collective and the Lone Star Collective podcast. If there's something you think we should know about, visit our site, texascannaco.com, and fill out our contact form and let us know what you think we should be knowing about and talking to people about. If you have any questions, you can also ask there as well. If you have questions, you can leave questions in the comments. Let us know what you plan on doing for advocacy at this upcoming session. If you're over on the comments for our YouTube video, tell us what you're doing, what you think of this bill, and the bills that are being filed in Texas. Peace and love, everybody. We hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving break, your holiday season, and we hope to see you next week on our episode where we discuss the legislative bills that have been filed and our advocacy we plan to put forward. Everybody have a great day.